Hey guys, and welcome to Flame with a Force channel. In this video I'm going to show you how you can turn your boring old plain black Xbox 360 from this into a frozen theme Xbox like this. You don't have to go for this theme, I can show you how to do other ones, and you're going to see how to do one of these for yourself straight after this intro. Hey guys, and welcome back. The first thing you're going to need to do is start with the controller. These are the easiest things to do and they don't take long to strip at all. I'm not going to show you how to put it back together because it's just going to be the reverse of taking it apart, and I'm sure you guys are up to doing it. What I need to do is show you what you'll need to be able to take this controller apart in the first time. I'm not going to cut this video, I'm going to show you how to do it with real time, so you're going to know how. Let's start off by taking it apart. The first thing you need to do is take out the batteries. That's done. The other thing you're going to need to do is take out the 6 screws that are here. There is a hidden screw underneath the sticker here, which I will show you where it is. But you're going to need a T8 Torx piece. But it's not any T8 Torx piece. This has got a special little dot in the middle which allows you to undo the Xbox controller. If you don't have one, stop right now, go buy one, and then come back and watch this video again. The first thing you're going to need to do is take these screws out once you've got your special tool. I'm going to leave links to the bottom of the video so that you know where you can find everything, and then we can go from there. So the first thing you need to do is remove the screws. I'm going to try and do it as fast as I can so you can see how easy it is to do it. There's one. I recommend getting a little bag and putting all the pieces into a little bag so you don't lose them, because the last thing you want to do is not have a piece when you come to put it back together. And once they're painted and they're as awesome as this, you kind of want to build it straight away. Right, so let's get all these screws out. I'm on the third screw. If your controller's dirty, this is a great opportunity to clean it all up before putting it back together if it's gathered dust or anything. Especially the controllers in the Xbox tend to gather a lot of dust over the years, just where they're sitting and stuff like that. Just going to undo this last piece here. I'll say last piece, I've got another few screws to go. I will take it closer so you can see where they've all come out, and also I'm going to show you where that hidden one is, because the last thing you want to do is start ripping it apart, and that one allows you to break your Xbox controller. You don't really want to do that. Some people like wrapping their Xboxes with skins and things like that, but a life expectancy on a skin is about 5 years, which doesn't last too long. Paint, when you use it and you're using the proper primers and the proper paint to do it, you can polish them up, keep them looking good, and they shouldn't really wear that much depending on how much of a gamer you are. And you're going to get something unique and custom because nobody else is going to have the paint. If you get it made in your colour, you're not going to have the same controller as somebody else, you're not going to have the same looking Xbox as somebody else, which is really, really good. I've taken off these screws. I'm going to bring it closer so you guys can see. So there's a screw, there's 2 screws at the top here next to the controller there, and then there's 2 here, and then there's 2 at the bottom. The hidden one is behind the sticker here. I'm going to now take that off so that you can see where it is. You can keep the stickers if you want to peel them off nicely, that's fine. If you don't, rip them off, they don't really matter. I never put my ones back on when I did the custom frozen one. It doesn't really matter, it's just there for, I'm not too sure, probably just serial numbers and things. If you want to write them down and you are really, really keen on keeping them, then I suggest that you could probably just write the numbers down and keep a note of them. So that sticker's gone. Now that sticker's gone, it reveals the last screw. My camera focuses, I think you've got to see it's there. Right there. Once you've taken that off, the controller's going to be a doddle to do. So let's do it. Once that piece is removed, The rest of it should literally fall apart. Let's see if it does. So you want to take the top off. The next thing you want to be removing is going to be on this. I'm not too sure if there's anything left. So and nothing's come off on this really. I mean, that is ready to go. We can get this all keyed up and painted. What you want to do is when you're painting stuff, you want to rub over it with a grey Scotch kind of, it's like a Brillo pad type thing. You rub over it with that, and then that allows you to prime straight on top of there. Then you can use the colour, and then you can paint straight on top. So that's what you've got there. The next thing you need to do is remove the vibration rings, which are there. They're just pushed into 2 clips here. They're really easy to do. You can literally just pull them off by hand. That is one of them. Remember to watch your video back, maybe do it a bit closer if you want to make sure you know where things come out. Once they're out, the next thing that comes out is this top piece, which is really, really easy to do. I mean, that is just literally falling out. Just remember where it goes back. So there's that one. They'll be replaced for the white kit, which is not a problem at all. Then you want to take off this, and this allows this to come off. So that's that. These are really easy to come off. They just literally pull off like that. So when you get your white kit, you can just push them back on. These are held into a device here, which pushes down like so when you're playing the game. All you need to do is literally pull this apart, and then this springs off. There's a little spring behind there. You put the spring back in, you push it back over. Simple. It's really easy to do. Doesn't take long at all. Once that's done, you've got this piece which holds in the toggle buttons, which I'll show you how to undo soon. You've also got this piece which holds in all the buttons. They have got special little devices here. You can only put them in where they say they go. You can't get them wrong. So you can take them out. The other thing that is always a nightmare to come out is the centerpiece. When you take that out, you'll be able to put your white button in there instead of the Xbox logo, and then do it. If you have any questions, comment below, get in contact with me. All my links are there so that you can find me. If you're like, oh Dan, I did this and I can't figure out how to do this, how did you do it? Let me know and I'll send you a picture over or I'll help you. The next thing we need to undo is going to be 2 little Phillips screws which are held in here. I don't know if you can see them, but the little silver ones in there. They stop the buttons up and down, left and right coming out. So what you want to do is just go ahead and undo those. Once that's done, just put them somewhere safe. Make sure you get a bag, put them in a box, anywhere, just so that they're out of the way. This does not take long to strip this at all. Right, so that is now done. The next thing on these are 2 little clips holding them on. Just so simple, I'll show you how. So that's how that comes off. That fits into this, and then one goes one side, one goes the other side. 2 screws, done. Simple. Right, now the controller is stripped, that is ready for paint. Remember, go grey scotch them up. Use some PanelWipe as well if you can. I'm going to do a video reel on how to do it. I'm not going to be doing a video on it because it's going to take too long, and this video needs to be short because I hate long videos because people will just turn off and they won't want to see it. So what we need to do is just key this up with a grey scotch. I'll put a link to where you can get all the materials from and everything that I used. If you want to watch how to paint something and key it up, I have actually got a video on how to paint stuff with a spray gun and spray can, so you can do it either way you want. I would suggest using a spray gun just because the lacquer is a lot harder and it's a lot harder wearing. It's the same as car lacquer, so what it will be like is it will be really, really difficult for you to scratch it. So that's going to be something that you would want. So that's how to take the controller apart. Tune in for me to take the Xbox apart, and then we're going to get on to how to paint it. And thanks for watching so far, guys. Okay guys, and welcome back. Now we've done the controller, we've got to get on to stripping the Xbox. Seems like I did the controller quite quickly, just over 2.5 minutes maybe. I think it was something like that. It doesn't matter, I'm not bragging. Let's take the Xbox apart and then we can find out how that's done. And then, like I say, putting it back together is the reverse. It's just so fun putting it back together because when it looks like what that one does, let's just have a look at this one again. So once it looks like this and you start reassembling it, you start to sort of appreciate putting it back together just because it just looks so good. It's unique, no one else has got one. It's just such a good feeling to have. This one's going to be purple with white sides, so I'm going to be uploading a picture of this. I'm not going to be doing a video, but I'll be having a picture on my Instagram or something like that, just showing you guys how to make one for yourself. As long as you know how to make one, you can just go crazy and do whatever you want. So well, the first thing we need to do is take this apart. I'm going to stop talking and show you how. Right, let's start with this side. So this side with the two little rubber pieces here, you just need to get a little flathead screwdriver inside and prise open this grill. So there you go, that's one part. The other part, you grab that side and that comes off. They're the two pieces, they'll be white. Let's go straight back round to the other side. With this one we need to find a medium because it doesn't really have a side, so you kind of just need to get it prized up in the right place. So here seems to be pretty good. Just be careful not to scratch it. If you're worried about scratching it, that will show in the paint and you will have to do extra preparation, so mask off where you want to do if you don't want to add scratches. This comes off like this, simple, done. The next bit that we're going to do is a lot harder, so I'm going to try and get a bit closer to show you how. Oh, look at all that dust. See, this is why it's a good opportunity to do this, because it's so dusty. Gathers so much dust up over the years. You could probably just do this anyway, guys, take it apart and clean them, because these Xboxes are so easy to take apart. Right, anyway, dust gone. There's little holes in here. I'm probably going to see if I can do it first time. And you want to put the screwdriver in sort of like an angle until you get it up into an area where it starts to come. Did you see that? It's now lifting. So you want to put it in at another angle. So make sure it's flat. It kind of goes in, not straight, but at an angle, and then it allows this whole thing to lift up. And then it just comes away really, really easy. Once it starts coming away, then there you go. It's off. This is also going to be white. No, that's actually going to be purple. These inserts are going to be white. Sorry, I should just stop talking about it. Right, so then we want to do the same on the other side. So we just need to find a medium, get it at a good angle, and then it will come off nice and easy. Right, let's see if we can do this. Sometimes you have to find the right place. If you don't get it in the right angle, it will not come off. There we go. It's starting to come away. Again, starting to come away. It sounds like it's cracking, but it's not breaking. It's just literally coming away from where it's got to go in. You have to get it in the right place or it will not come off. Here we go. I wish I could explain to you a lot more detail how I'm doing this and how I'm getting this apart. It's just a toggle of the screwdriver, getting it in at the right angles and taking it out really. Once you got your happy medium and you know what it feels like. It might sound weird, but once you've got it in there and you've done it a few times or done it a couple of times, you kind of know what it feels like to put the screwdriver in and where it's going to catch. Don't go grabbing it and keep pulling it. Make sure you get the clips properly when you take them out. So there you go, that piece is out now. Again, possibly get a hoover or something on this. It is literally covered in so much dust. Right, the next thing we're going to do is take off the back piece to separate the two pieces. I'm pretty sure that, before I say it, I'm pretty sure the bottom comes off first. So you want to take the bottom off, and then the top has got screws from the bottom holding the top on. So there you go, I can get back down here now and try and do this. So there are a couple of clips in here. There's a load of dust in here. So much dust. Wonder where all that dust has gone. And here, hey presto, it's inside the Xbox. Right, so let's get this apart. You've got to try and get right down to get this apart here. Right, so that literally comes apart like that, and then you just want to keep holding it and then do it all the way down until so once you've got in here and you've prized out these things, I'll just quickly show you as it's coming apart, then it will come apart like this. Okay? So the top comes off. You can see the top, that's what it looks like. Them two clips, that clip there will hold it on. Let's just put that down for a second. the next thing you'll need is a T8 piece. You don't need a special one. You could probably use it, probably fit in there, but it's probably better to just go get another one. And I think, if I remember rightly, there's either 5 or 6 screws. I'm going to show you where they all are, because I'm going to do it now. So there's one here. There's one here. They're all black ones, okay? So there's one black one here. Pop that somewhere safe. I'm doing both corners first, so that's 2 corners. There. There's another one that's near where the hard drive goes in, so that's 3. I did just take out a silvery one. I didn't mean to take that out, so I'm going to pop that back in. It's only the black ones that come out, so remember that. Right, so then the next one that comes out is another black one here. So there's another one at the front. And then there's one in the middle. I'll put the amount on in the comments so you know how many screws came out, just so you know, for peace of mind. And then there's another one in the middle, and I'm pretty sure that is the only one. There is also this back piece here. This back piece here is where it houses everything. It's really easy to come out. I could probably do it with my eyes closed if I wanted to, because all it is it's clipped into this side piece, so it just pulls out. Put that somewhere safe, don't lose it. If you're going to paint it, paint it. If you're not, don't worry about it. Right, if you want to get off the next piece, we're going to be taking off is the top. So the top should just lift up. But there's a cage, and I remember what happens with the cage. So let me show you. So cause I do these videos, guys, so that if anything breaks and gets messed up, you don't have to do it. You can watch this video and then you'll know how. There's a little thing in here. This thing has got another T8 here. Take that off, because otherwise you won't get the top off without it. I'm going to try and be really quick and do it. I'm not trying to rush the video. I'm just trying to do it in a way where it's not so long, so that it's just done quickly. If you want to slow it down, you can pause it. That's absolutely fine. So you take that out. This then slides out like that. That then allows the cage, and the front is like literally falling apart. So then that allows the cage to come off. It gets caught on everything, because metal always gets caught on everything. Once that's off, that looks like this. So you want to remove this. There's just a little toggle here that comes off, and it allows this to come away. Really, really simple. I'll actually do that while you're watching, just so I can show you how to do that. You want to move the Xbox, and then I'll show you the next stage. That just literally goes into this hole and prizes this over the top of this plastic thing. Right, so like that. That comes off like that. That's off. That was easy. See how quick I did it? Simple. Right, the next thing you're going to need to do is the front. The front is here. I'll try and show you close up. I'll show you what I did when I painted it as well. You just lift this over here. There's like a ribbon here. You lift the ribbon over the back, and then once it's lifted up over the back, it literally slides out, and then the front's off, and that's it. To paint the front, I bet you're thinking, oh, how did he mask off that silver bit? I'm going to tell you how. This, all you need to do is mask the whole thing off and just have this showing. Just scotch this up as well, and then you can paint this whatever colour you want it. That's how I did that. And on this one, there are glue marks here. So there's 3 glue marks. There's one here, and one here. All you need to do is literally get a screwdriver underneath, prise it up. Once it's prised, then you just put some tape behind it, and then when you need to put it back together, all you do is use some trusty super glue, and then it's perfect. Don't worry about painting this. Don't think, oh, if you paint that, it's not going to open it. It works, and I can prove it. I will show you that it all working on my one, so that you know that that's what happens. So now you need to just go ahead and prep all this. I always recommend putting this thing back into the actual console itself, because inside the console it's not going to get lost, and that's where it belongs. So put that back in, and now you're ready for paint, guys. The next reel that you're going to see on this video is going to be the preparation and stuff that I did to paint it, and then the video will end. If you've got any questions, like I say, on how I did it, and if you want to tune in to see the purple and white one, then I'm not going to be doing a video on it, but you can see it on my Instagram photos and on my Facebook, and me doing it. I'll be doing some videos of just sort of like little Snapchats, probably of preparation and stuff like that, now that this is apart. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the reel. So guys, as promised, I said I will display that it all works. So the first thing you need to do is turn it on. Works absolutely fine. This has been painted, but yet still works fine. And closes fine. And still switches off when you hold it. So the paint doesn't affect anything, even if you paint over the little eject button, doesn't really matter. The other thing is on the controllers, just show you, I went for the white. Just quickly put that in. What you want to make sure is they turn on. And then press the search button on the top to make sure that that works, which it does. Just quickly do it to the other one as well, just to make sure that's working. Them in, press the button. It's flashing, so it's searching for the Xbox, and then press to sync, and then it syncs the Xbox. Even turn the Xbox on, so that proves it. Okay guys, so thanks for watching, and please subscribe.